Ode to Aptera, the most efficient vehicle on the planet. Aptera cruising, wingless flight. I love Aptera, it feels so right. Glides down the highway, taking off from the sun. No more drilling, can't you see?
Hi friends, and welcome to my Aptera journey. This channel is about the thrill of the all-wheel drive Aptera twisting down a curving mountain pass, or the rush of adrenaline with the 0 to 4 second time that's just amazing, or the pleasure of charging your car in the sun. And on some models, you will have the confidence of driving up to 1,000 miles from a single charge. But we don't have an Aptera yet, but there are some things I'd like to share with you today. First, a little bit about me. Now, I could tell you about my electrical engineering degree, and I could tell you about my MBA in finance. But here's what I would like to share with you today. I've driven an electric vehicle for 120,000 miles, and I love it. Once you drive an EV, you never want to go back. Within the last year, I converted my home to heat pumps, and I had methane gas service disconnected from my home. This year, I also installed 10 kilowatts of solar, and it's been absolutely phenomenal watching 40, 50, 60 kilowatt hours produced every day, enough to drive my car for about 200 miles. So I'm not interested in the Aptera about its fabulous styling, because it is awesome. And I'm not really interested in the Aptera because of its extraordinary 0 to 60 time, and that's stunning. I'm interested in the Aptera because of its efficiency. In my life, it's all about increasing efficiency and reducing my CO2 footprint. So, with that said, today's video is going to have 3 parts. Part 1, current financial market conditions, and that matters because financial market conditions in part determine when Aptera will do their IPO. Part 2, I'm going to discuss with you a private placement Series C perhaps ahead of us. Parts 3, I'm going to talk briefly about the U.S. Department of Energy's Loan Program Office and Aptera's application. If you like this show, please like, subscribe, helps a lot. And there's a QR code up here and down in the show notes if you want to copy and paste the QR code to get 30% off your Aptera pre-order, your $100 pre-order, save $30. And as a special gift, when I receive my next 10th Aptera reservation referral, I will mail a random viewer a small token of my appreciation. So we have a lot to talk about today, and let's get right to it. Part 1, current financial market conditions. While the Federal Reserve paused interest rates, increasing interest rates at their last meeting, current speculation on the street and by Fed speak, those Fed board members who have press conferences, indicate that we're going to see 1, maybe 2 more rates increases this year. We also know that the commercial real estate market is going to be suffering. It is suffering right now, but I suspect there's going to be great calamity in the commercial real estate market. And that's going to cause havoc. And I'd like to remind my viewers that during the great financial crisis, it was 6 months between the collapse of Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers. We just saw some banks collapse not long ago, Silicon Valley Bank being one of them. And there's a pause, and it seems like we're in the all safe, but we're not. I think we're going to see a huge collapse in commercial real estate. So, it's not a good time to go public, but it's a great time to start a company focused on sustainability, like Aptera Motors. Part 2. Is there a private placement Series C ahead of us? As I mentioned in a video short linked up here, we know that the Series B round is nearly fully subscribed. And Aptera Motors recently closed their crowdfunding round so they can prepare Securities and Exchange Commission required documents. On June 30th, just a few days ago, Aptera Motors increased the amount of shares that they're offering in their Reg D private placement. It went from $2 million to $20 million. So I suspect that we're going to see a big initiative here in getting that private placement fully subscribed. And here's how I think that might play out. We should be looking for a private placement offering underwritten by a company like AGP Alliance Global Partners via their investment banking arm. Typically, this type of placement requires leveraging domestic and international financiers, including venture capital, hedge funds, and institutional investors. These are the kind of folks that are fully subscribed that $20 million Reg D offering that Aptera just opened on June the 30th. How might that look? Well, that private placement could be priced at the same price as the B round, which is currently $10.50, or it could be priced up, and I think it will be. Aptera is doing a lot of fabulous accomplishment, making milestones towards production, towards creating revenue, towards profitability. And that deserves an up pricing round. And that might be the start of our Series C. My guess is eventually Series C will raise somewhere in the order of $90 million to $140 million. There's a lot Aptera needs to accomplish yet. Building inventory, supplier agreements, fully building out the production line, and so forth. Now, we don't know how much Series C will be, but I'm speculating between 90 and 140 million before it's completely done and closed, and the company moves to the next round of financing before their IPO. I believe Series C will be privately sold to institutional investors and qualified investors, though there could also be a sidecar crowdfunding round as well, because Aptera Motors likes to see you involved in having a voice in the company. Part 3. The U.S. Department of Energy's Loan Program Office advanced Vehicle Technology Manufacturing Initiative. On a recent ambassador call, Aptera management informed us that the DOE's Loan Program Office application has been submitted. And once that application has been deemed substantially complete, DOE will normally just issue a contract. And I believe they will. And I link another video up here when I talked about Jigar Shah, the head of the Loan Program Office, and how fabulous of an individual he is, how committed he is to decarbonization, and how he's going to fund any application as long as it's complete.
If you fill out the paperwork and you qualify for the Loan Programs Office, then we'll give you money. Like full stop, right? So I don't really care if you're going to be the next Elon Musk or you're going to be the next whatever.
Right.
If your project meets what we call the reasonable prospect of repayment, we really do operate like a commercial bank. So if I feel like the ingredients of your project means that we're likely to get paid back, then you'll get a loan.
Because it's a huge bet by the government on various companies. We don't know who's going to be successful. It could be a company like Tesla. Remember, U.S. Department of Energy Loan Program Office invested in Tesla. So I suspect we're going to see the Loan Program Office Advanced Vehicle Manufacturing Program Initiative make an award to Aptera in the coming months. So that's really all I have to share with you today, my friends. If you like this show, please subscribe. There's a 30% off link down below and a QR code up here for your Aptera $100 reservation, refundable reservation. And as I mentioned before, as a special thanks, once I receive the next 10th referral from you, thank you, I will randomly mail and contact someone who's viewed this channel and mail them a small gift. So that's all I have for today, my friends. Until next time, my wish for you is to be well, do good work, and charge on.
Cruising, wingless flight. I love Aptera, it feels so right. The future is now, protect Mother Earth. Keep her healthy for what it's worth. What's your pleasure, lunar or solar? Let's save the planet, we're on a roll. Glides down the highway, taking off from the sun.